Hello, hope you're well. Thank you for joining me in my first Vinyasa Flow online class. Today we're going to explore welcoming change and expecting the unexpected. Fitting for what's going on at the moment. Really listening in your practice to see how you usually expect things to go. We're going to try and mix that up a little bit today. So staying connected with the breath, with the body, checking in, seeing how we're feeling, and just being aware of any subtle feelings that we get. So when we start to have change going on around us, we can tend to feel some resistance towards it. So in your practice today, when you move your body and flow in a way that may be different to what you're used to, really just trying to observe and witness how your mind is processing that. Okay, so as always, if you need a block, grab a block. If you want a blanket, grab a blanket for your Shavasana, and adjust and assist yourself as you please. So use any variations that you would like. If you want to drop a knee down, if you want to keep the arms down, if you want to take rest, please do, and then join in when you're ready. Okay, so we're starting standing today. We're going to stand at the top of our mat, so in mountain pose. So just take a moment to spread the toes, lift the heels. We want the tailbone tucked under, lifting up and out of the waist, and shoulders back and down. So we can either keep a soft gaze or close the eyes here. Make sure your jaw is relaxed as we just start to breathe. That deep belly breathing, down into the belly, expanding the ribs and up to the collarbones, and breathing out the same way. Taking a moment to just slow everything down. Bring your focus to the feet connected to the earth. How that gives you support, security, that sense of stillness. And then just scan from the soles of your feet all the way up to the crown of your head. Checking in, seeing how you feel in your body today. And again, just knowing to take rest water whenever you need it. So once you have an idea of how your body feels, then we know how we can tailor our practice to what's going to work best for us today. So keeping the eyes closed or the gaze soft, just gently start to rock back and forth. We don't have to lift the heels or the toes. We're just finding our center of gravity here. Just letting all those muscles that keep us stable know that we're starting to work them. So as we feel the security of the earth, the top half of the body begins to get lighter and moves with the air. We gently come back to center, rocking from side to side. Again, we don't have to lift the feet up, just keep them grounded to the earth. From here, we gently come back to center. So we're finding that sweet spot in the middle where we feel completely grounded and supported. No extra weight in the lower back or the knees. We feel light. So first challenge. We are going to breathe in, keeping the eyes closed. We start to lift up onto the toes and the arms are going to lift up and overhead. Eyes stay closed as we breathe out, we lower down, arms lower as well. So breathing in to lift. And breathing out. So just using that inner wisdom, that intuition that we've got. We're going one more time, breathing in. Maybe lifting a little bit higher this time. And breathing out. Good. As we breathe out, bend the knees now. Take opposite elbows, just hang in your ragdoll. Gently rock side to side, shake the head yes and no. Try to keep the eyes closed or the gaze soft. Keeping in your ragdoll position, we breathe in, start to lift the heels, come onto the tips of the toes. As we breathe out, we lower the heels down, rock back, see if we can lift the toes, maybe the balls of the feet. We go 2 more, breathing in to lift. Breathing out, back. Good, last one, breathing in. And breathing out. Good, breathe in, come back to center, finding that sweet spot. Eyes can gently blink open. Just release the hands down towards the earth as we heel toe the feet together. Feet, knees, thighs activating towards each other. We bend the knees, take a nice deep breath in as the arms sweep up into our chair. As we breathe out, we fold forward. Arms can sweep behind. Good, breathing in, we sit low, lift. Lifting pelvic floor, keep squeezing thighs together. Good, breathing out. Last one, breathing in. And out. Just staying in your forward fold, bend the knees as much as you need to. We can pedal out the legs here as well. Just checking in. Okay, next breath in, we bend those knees again, arms lift back into our chair. Spread the right toes, see if we can hover that left foot off the mat, heel comes towards the glutes. Nice deep breath in, we power through that right leg, come to standing, left knee into the chest. As we breathe out, thighs squeeze back together as we bend that right knee into our one leg chair. Breathing in to lift. And out. Good, last one, breathe in. And out, holding here. Keep tucking tailbone under, lifting through the pelvis. Either staying or challenge yourself. Push yourself outside your comfort zone, accept change as we start to lift onto the right toes. Good, heel drops down, hands come together at the heart, nice deep breath in. As we breathe out, left leg kicks back, warrior 3. So toes point down towards the earth. Keep trying to roll this left hip down towards the ground as well. Nice deep breath in as we breathe out, right knee bends. Hover that left foot off the earth. Breathing in, we power up. Breathing out to lower. And in. Good, last one, breathing out. This time, left knee comes to the back of the right knee. We sit down onto the earth. So we want right knee into chest, left heel by the right glutes. Left hand comes to the side of the body. We breathe in, right arm lifts. As we breathe out, we stretch over to the right side of the mat, left side of the mat. Taking a moment to check in with body, with breath. We're getting warm now. Okay, breathe in to bring yourself back to center, hands come to heart. As we breathe out, try not to use your hands, but you can use your hands as support if you need to. We're going to see if we can lift ourselves back up into our warrior 3. As we breathe out, we bend that left knee, heel of the foot comes towards the glutes, thighs energetically draw towards each other, come back into your one leg chair. As you breathe out, you release, come back to mountain pose. So tuck tailbone under, relax shoulders, jaw, maybe close the eyes, breathe in. So we've started our practice quite actively. Usually we build up to the active stage. So see how that feels for you in your body and your mind. If there's some resistance, if you're not sure what's going on, and how we can just use this time to just accept what is, welcome the change, challenge ourselves in new ways. Okay, so So we are going to take another, eyes blink open if they're not already. We're going to take a bend into the knees, take opposite elbows once more, ragged up. If we want to rock side to side, shake head yes and no, please do. Eyes remain closed. Again, we're going to breathe in, start to lift the heels, come on to tips of toes. As we breathe out, heels lower down, maybe rock back, see if we can lift toes, maybe balls of the feet. Good, breathing in, we lift. And down. Good, last one. And back. Good, breathe in, come to center, find that center point. Releasing the hands. The feet have separated, heel toe them back together. Squeeze in the thighs, squeeze the knees. We breathe in, start to lift the arms, come back into our chair. As we breathe out, we fold forward. Breathing in, we lift. Maybe sitting a little bit lower now. As we breathe out, we fold. Breathing in, we lift. This time, weight is in the left foot. See if we can hover that right foot off the mat. Heel comes to glutes. Nice deep breath in. Relax shoulders. As we breathe out, straighten that left leg. Right knee comes into the chest. As we breathe out, bend the left knee. Squeeze thighs together. Good. Breathing in, we power up. Breathing out, left knee bends. Thighs squeeze together. Good. Last one. Breathing in to lift. And breathing out to bend. Good, holding here. Maybe this time we start to lift that left heel, come onto the toes. Keep core engaged, keep relaxing the shoulders, connecting with your breath. Left foot lowers down, hands come to heart, nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, right leg kicks back into your warrior three. Again, try and keep right hip rolled down, toes pointing to the earth. Nice deep breath in. As we breathe out, bend that left knee. We start to lower right foot towards the earth. Breathing in to power up. Breathing out to lower. And in. Last one. This time, as we keep the knee bent, right knee comes to the back of the left. We sit down to the mat. So left knee is in the chest, right foot by the left hip. Right hand comes to the side of the mat. We breathe in, left arm lifts nice and high. And as we breathe out, we stretch over to the right side of our mat. Take this time to check in, create space in the heart, in the rib cage. Keep chin away from chest. Good, breathe in, left hand comes down, hands to the heart. Again, if we want to use our hands as support, we can. Ground through that left foot. Nice deep breath in. As we breathe out, gently rock forward. Bring the weight into the left foot as we lift back into our warrior three. Good, right foot steps back together with the left as we make our way into our Tadasana mountain pose. Breathing here. So starting to feel our energy flow around the body. Again, come to the mind. Do we feel any resistance? If eyes are closed, we gently blink them open. We breathe in, arms reach up and overhead, palms connect. As we breathe out, we're folding forward, hands come through the heart. Bend the knees a little bit deeper, palms connect with the mat. Your choice whether we step, hop, float back into our plank. Left knee comes down to the earth. Pivot onto the inside of the right foot as that right arm starts to lift into your supported side plank. So keep your glutes active, keep trying to push this left hip forward. Left top of the foot is grounding you. So we can either stay here. If you do feel any pain in the left wrist, you might want to just check that the wrist is underneath the shoulder. or you might want to come onto a block just for some additional support. So next option here, right foot starts to lift off the mat. As we breathe out, right foot sweeps in line with the hip. Good, breathe in, we come back to center. Breathing out. And breathe in. Last one. And breathe in. As we breathe out, right foot comes to the back of the right side of the mat. As we breathe in, we're going to push the pelvis forward as we open through the heart to reach that right hand towards the front of your mat. Good, breathe in, come back to center, right leg lifts once more, side plank. Get right toes drop down. We breathe in to lift into our gate pose. As we breathe out, we're starting to fold forward, arms stay in line with shoulders, spine long. So lifting pelvic floor, draw belly back to the spine, using your core. We're going to breathe in, lift back to center. As we breathe out, we're going to start to bring the palms of the hands together, round the spine. As we breathe in, we open to lift, cactus arms. As we breathe out, palms connect as we round. Breathing in, we lift. Good, last one, breathing out. And in. Good, so arms reach back, shoulder height. Start to keep the weight in your left knee, left foot now. We're going to see if we can use the core lift pelvic floor and hover that right foot off the earth. Good, drop it down. So left hand comes back down, right hand follows. Step back into your plank position, take a vinyasa. So either drop knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Breathing in to up dog cobra, roll those shoulders, squeeze the glutes. And as we breathe out, tuck the toes as you push yourself back into your downward dog. So first downward dog, pedal the legs, shake the head, yes and no. Gaze lifts in between the hands. We're going to hop, step, float our way to Malasana. Feet come to the outside of your mat. If you want to grab a block just as support, either medium height, highest height, you can sit on your block, or alternatively come down to the mat. You have the option to stay in here. Keep pushing the knees away, open through the heart, through the chest. Option 2, nice deep breath in. We're going to lift all the way up. As we breathe out, we lower. Breathe in, we lift. This time, come on to tips of toes. Breathe out to lower. Breathe in to lift. This time, rock the weight back. See if we can lift the toes. Good. Breathing out to lower. Hands come down. We step, hop, float our way back into our plank position. Right knee drops down, this time pivot onto the inside of the left foot. Make sure right wrist is underneath the shoulder. As we breathe into our supported side plank. Again, glutes active, tuck tailbone under. So option 1 is to stay here. Otherwise, breathe in, left leg starts to lift. As we breathe out, foot comes through in line with your hip. Good, breathing in to center. And breathe out. Last one. Good, so breathe in, leg comes to center. As we breathe out, the foot steps behind you. As you push the pelvis forward, heart opens, coming into your supported wild thing. Good, so gently lift that left arm, left leg lifts, breathe in. As we breathe out, foot drops down as we lift ourselves into our gate pose. Nice deep breaths. I'm going to turn around to the front. Okay, so nice deep breath in. As we breathe out, we start to fold forward. Spine long, breathing in. Good, breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out, bend the elbows, palms come together, round through the spine. Breathing in to open through the heart. Breathing out to round. Good, last one, breathing in. And breathe out. Breathe in, come back to center, arms in line with the shoulders. Keep right glutes active now, tuck tailbone under. See if we can start to hover that left foot off the mat. Good, left foot comes down, right hand releases to the earth as we come into our plank position. Again, take your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Breathing into up dog cobra. And breathing up and back to your downward facing dog. Take a breath, pedal the legs, shake the head. Gaze lifts in between the hands, breathe in. As we breathe out again, hop, step, float your way into your Malasana pose. Either holding here or breathing in, we lift, come onto tips of toes. As we breathe out, we lower. We're rocking the weight back. We're coming into our Navasana boat pose. Nice deep breaths. From here, slowly start to roll the body down. Keep the knees bent. Use the core. Good. Once you're down, legs lift up and overhead. Arms reach towards the top of your mat, interlace the fingers. So nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, start to part the legs as you reach the fingers in between. Good, breathing in, we come to center. Breathing out. Last one. Good, holding here, nice deep breath. We're going to pulse for 1, 2, and 3. Good, release the hands, legs come back together. Just take a moment here, breathing. Waterfall pose. Thighs squeeze together once more, bend the knees. Arms reach towards the feet. Nice deep breath in as you breathe out. See if you can lift yourself up. Take it slow. Back into your boat position. Keep breathing. Spine long, heart open. Left toes tap down. Breathe in, come to center. Breathe out, right toes tap down. Breathing in. Good, breathe out left. Breathe in. Breathe out right. And breathe in. Good, feet drop down, wrap the arms around, give yourself a hug. Nice deep breath. Head begins to lift. We're going to cross the ankles, see if we can use our force to lift ourselves back up to standing. Take a moment here, ground through the feet. So we're at the top of our mat now. If eyes are still open, we're going to just close them once more. So coming back to what we did at the beginning of the practice. So as we breathe in, we start to lift the arms up and overhead as we come on to the tips of the toes. As we breathe out, we lower. Breathing in to lift. Breathing out. Last one, breathe in. Keeping up on the toes. See if we can keep the eyes closed as we breathe out. Hands come together at the heart. We slowly bend the knees. We're coming all the way down into our toe stand. If we're down with the eyes closed, still well done. We can blink them open. So we want to be actively squeezing the thighs together. Tuck tailbone under, spine long. We start to extend the left leg out in front of us. So we might want to use our block, or if we've got 2 blocks underneath each hand, just as some support. Any knee issues, you might want to use a block or a cushion just underneath the heel of the foot, just to give your legs and knee joints some support. So we're squeezing the thighs together. Spine long, heart open, keep pelvic floor lifted. Option to stay here or rock the weight back, start to hover that left foot off the earth. Keep breathing, nice deep breaths. We're going to see if we can bend into that knee, keep the foot off the mat. Slowly sweep that left leg back. Keep the hands off the earth. Good, hands release now. So just step your right foot forward, knees in line with ankle, protect the knee. As we breathe in, right arm lifts nice and high. As we breathe out, we're going to release that right hand to the inside of the foot. We can heel toe that right foot over. So squeeze the right knee to the back of your right arm. Rock the weight forward, push into the hands round the spine. See if we can hover that right foot off the mat now. We're going to hold for 3, for 2, for 1. We're going to see if we can now step that right foot to the inside of the hand. As we lift into our high lunge, breathing. As we breathe out, thighs squeeze together. We're going to come to a chair with the left leg extended out. So we're going to slowly step that left foot through. Start to bend the knees and hold here. Good. Start to rock forward. Warrior 3. Good, left foot steps back. We're going to pivot both feet over to the left side of your mat. Nice deep breath in, arms extend out. As we breathe out, right hand comes down, left arm reaches up and over. Breathe in, come to center. Breathe out, fold forward, spine long. Breathe in to lift, use the glutes. Breathe out, left hand comes down, right arm reaches up and over. Good, breathe into center. As we breathe out, we fold. This time, release the hands, release the head. Folding forward, keep the weight in the toes. Work the breath, create space. Use this time to check in, see how you are feeling. Okay, so nice and slowly bend those knees as we roll ourselves up to standing. We turn the front foot back to the front of the mat, step the feet together, mountain pose. Eyes begin to close or soften. As we breathe in, we lift the heels, lift the arms. As we breathe out, we lower. Breathing in to lift. Try not to fall over like me. And as we breathe out, we lower. Good, last one, breathing in. Eyes remain closed as we breathe out, seeing if we can lower all the way down into our toe stand. Even if it's a bit wobbly, well done. Release the arms, they can come together at the heart. Again, if we want to use blocks for any assists, then please do. Okay, so we want to push the tailbone under, knees push forward, hips stack in line with shoulders. Right leg extends out, this time squeeze the thighs together, spine long, heart open. See if we can start to hover that right foot off the mat. Keep breathing. See if we can bring that knee in. Slowly sweeping it back. Nice, hands come down. Help that left foot forward. So you're in your lunge position. Right hand stays down. As we breathe in, left arm lifts nice and high. As we breathe out, left hand comes down to the inside of the foot as we heel toe that left foot to the left side of our mat. So press into the hands round the spine. Left knee squeezes onto the back of the left arm. We hover that foot off the earth. Keep breathing. Without kicking that leg away, left foot steps to the inside of your hands. We breathe in to lift, high lunge. As we breathe out, we're coming back to our one leg chair, right leg extended out in front. Breathe in, hands to heart, leg kicks back, warrior three. Next breath out, nice and slowly, right foot steps back this time. Excuse me, as we pivot the feet to the right side of the mat. So breathe in, arms extend out. As we breathe out, left hand comes down as we reach that right arm up and overhead. Keep tailbone tucked under. Good, breathe in, arms to center. Breathe out, fold forward. This time, lifting the heels, coming onto tips of toes. Welcoming the change, accepting the new. Good, heels drop down, breathing in to lift. As we breathe out, right hand comes down, left arm reaches up and overhead. Breathe in to center. Breathing out, we fold once more. This time, rock your weight back. See if we can lift the heels. Okay, heels come down. Rolling yourself back up. Release the arms. Left foot turns to the front of the mat. Right foot steps together. We take a nice bend into the knees, take opposite elbows, and just hang in your ragdoll. Reconnect with the breath, check in with your body. How are you feeling? Release your arms, bend the knees a little bit deeper. We're going to hop, step, float back into our Vinyasa. So if Chaturanga is already in your practice, if you've been to one of my classes, you probably already tried this. Let's see if you can push yourself outside your comfort zone. So we're trying to jump back into Chaturanga rather than plank. So what we want to do is take it really slow, work with your breath to slow everything down. So when we jump back, rather than jumping into our plank with the arms straight, we're going to see if we can turn those elbows in and bend the elbows. So just take your time building your momentum, lift the heels maybe a few times. Nice deep breath in, really bend the knees, bend the elbows. And as we breathe out, we're jumping back into Chaturanga. Okay. So breathing in, we lift to up dog cobra, and breathing out, down dog. We're going to take a little rest, rock forward, so we can say into downward dog, or we're rocking forward, drop the knees wide, untuck the toes, and sit down onto the heels into your child's pose. So as we did at the beginning of our practice, just feeling the earth underneath us. How do you feel? So moving your body in a sequence that may not be normal for you. How does that feel? Using that breath to slow everything down. Gaze lifts. We're rolling up to tabletop. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. If you want to pedal up the leg, shake the head, please do. Gaze lifts in between the hands, breathe in. As we breathe out, we're hop, step, floating our way back into our Malasana. We're going to breathe in. As we do so, we're going to lift the heels, come on to tips of toes. Left hand comes down to the mat. As we breathe in, right arm opens. Option to stay here. Or next breath out, right hand comes behind us as we lift into the feet and come into a variation of wild thing. We can keep heels up or bring them down. Slowly use your control, bend back into the knees. See if we can lift that right arm up, left hand back to inside of left thigh. Good, right hand comes back down. You can come to the inside of the right thigh. And as we breathe in, left arm lifts. Again, your option to hold here, or left hand comes behind you. As you push into the feet, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips, and breathe here. Good, knees bend as we lower down. Right hand releases, left arm lifts. And as we breathe out, hands come back to heart. In your Malasana, heels are still up. Try and keep those heels lifted. We're lifting the body all the way to standing for 3, 2, 1. Good, heels drop down, release the hands. Weight is in your left foot, spread the toes, tuck tailbone under, glutes active. Right foot either comes to the ankle, the left ankle, the shin, or your right thigh in your tree. If half lotus in your practice, you're bringing your foot into that left hip crease. Okay, so breathe in, arms lift up and overhead. Holding here, keep glutes active, core engaged. Either staying or start to slowly lift your gaze in between the hands. Next option, you know what's coming. We start to close the eyes. So using your mind's eye to really visualize the point that you can see in front of you. Welcoming that uncertainty. Don't take yourself too seriously. Your final option, if you're feeling brave enough, is to start to lift that left heel off the earth. You can either have the eyes closed or open here. Close, a little more challenging. Okay, so heel drops down, eyes blink open. We're going to start to engage in that right leg, bring the knee into the chest, breathe in. As we breathe out, right arm sweeps behind you, left arm in front, we twist. Either stay here or right leg extends out in front. Nice deep breath in, we breathe out, left knee bends. Breathing in to lift. Breathe out. And in. And breathe out. Good, breathe in. Wherever we are, we're going to breathe that right leg behind us. We're coming into our goddess. Breathe in to straighten the legs, lift the arms. Breathe out to bend the elbows, bend the knees. Breathing in to lift. And good, last one. Good, breathing in, we lift. Hands come to the heart. So right foot is now turned towards the back of the mat. We're going to turn it a little bit more. See if we can use core control to slowly start to bring that left knee into the chest. Arms extend, left hand back, right hand forward. Again, either holding here or extend that leg out. Nice deep breath in, we breathe out, bend the knee. Good, breathing in to lift, squeeze glutes. Breathing out. Ooh, and in. Last one. And in. Good, holding here. Keep breathing, nice deep breaths. That left leg strong. We start to bend into that knee once more. And then hands come back to the heart. We're going to start to bring that left foot either to the inside of your thigh, the shin, or the ankle. Tree. tailbone tucks under, right glutes active. We breathe those arms back up and overhead. Either holding here or slowly lift the gaze to meet the hands. When we're ready, we start to gently lift that right heel, come on to tips of toes. Eyes closed or open if that's easier for you. Remember, we're welcoming the change, not taking ourselves too seriously, not getting stuck in habits, patterns that we have. Good, heel drops down. Slowly, hands come to heart. We're going to step that left foot back once more into our goddess. So we bend the elbows, tailbone tucks under. We're going to hold here now. Welcoming the change. Welcoming the change of the feeling in our legs. Option to stay here, we flick the heels up, sink a little bit deeper. Keep breathing. Heels drop down. We can straighten the legs, release the arms, give ourselves a shake. Left foot turns back to the front of the mat. Right foot follows. Mountain pose, breathing here. Eyes are closed, we blink them open. We want tailbone tucked under, glutes active, hands come to the lower back. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, heart open. So, option to stay here, we can either keep gaze ahead or we start to lift the head open through the throat. Next option again, glutes are active. We're using the action of the pelvis. We're starting to push our pelvis forward, which creates the curvature in the spine. So nice deep breath in as we breathe out. This is option 2. We start to push the pelvis forward. Keep squeezing shoulder blades together. Either chin tucks into chest or gaze lifts. Keep breathing deeply. Whatever we are, maybe start to lift the heels up. Come on to tips of toes. Embrace the change, the lightness of the body. Again, if we're feeling super adventurous, we're going to close our eyes. Good, eyes blink open, heels drop down, use the pelvis, pull it back as we fold forward. Take opposite elbows, breathe here. Bend the knees a little bit deeper, hands come down to the earth. Feet step back to the outsides of the mat, heels in. Nice deep breath in. As we breathe out, we bend the knees, come back into our Malasana. This time, so really lift pelvic floor, engage the core. So your pelvis, one of the heaviest parts of the body, is wanting to weigh you back. So we're always trying to travel forward to keep that balance. So this time, as we start to lift the toes, we're going to really want to rock ourselves back. So we're trying to lean the body forward a little bit more and try and keep our equilibrium. Keep breathing. And then we're going to rock back, lift into our boat once more. Arms lift up and overhead. As we breathe out, right hand comes behind, we twist. Breathe into center. Breathe out to the left. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out, soles of the feet come together, knees wide. We release the hands in front of us. So we want our gaze to be ahead rather than down towards the feet. So we're traveling forward, spine remains long rather than looking down and traveling down, rounding the spine. So we can either keep hands on the mat. If we want to take ankles, the feet, then please do. Good, breathe in to roll yourself up. We're going to bring the left knee to a 90-degree angle, right leg extends out. So right hand can take the left foot, left hand threads underneath the back of the left knee. We can either take our block to the left hand or it comes down to the mat. Squeeze the calf and the hamstring onto the back of that leg. So the leg is hovering. Okay, so work with the breath. Breathe in, right leg lifts, rock back. Breathe out to lower. Breathe in to lift that leg. And breathing out. Breathe in to lift. This time right foot hooks underneath the left ankle. We cross the feet. As we breathe out, we rock forward. Get breathing in to lift. So squeezing that left leg on the back of the arm. Not like me. Breathe out to rock forward. Good, last one. Breathing in to lift. Breathing out. See now if we can rock forward, press into the hands. Start to hover yourself off the mat. Good, breathe in, come down, release the legs, release the arms, boat. Okay, so this time, left leg comes down, right knee into the chest. Bend at 90 degrees. So we can take the left hand to the foot as we thread that right arm underneath, squeeze the calf onto the back of the arm. Hands can either fall onto your block, or cushions, pillows, whatever you have, or the mat. So breathing in, we rock back, lift that left leg. Breathe out, leg lowers, we rock forward. Breathing in to lift. And breathing out. Good, last one, breathing in. This time, left foot hooks underneath the right, cross at the ankles. As we breathe out, rock forward, see if you can press into the hands, lift the hips. Good, breathe in to lower. Release hands, release the feet as we make our way back into our boat. As we breathe out, we start to slowly lower down. We're going to hover halfway. Keep breathing. Breathe in to lift, come back to your boat. Breathe out, feet come together, knees wide. Breathe in, arms lift. Breathe out, squeeze the feet together as we roll ourselves down halfway. Breathe in to lift. Breathing out. And in. Last one, breathing out. This time hovering the feet. Breathe in, come back to your boat. Breathe out, cross the ankles, hop forward into plank. Breathe out, knees drop down wide, take rest, child's pose. Breathe in to lift, rock forward, tabletop, welcome that change. We breathe in, right arm lifts up to the right side of your mat. As we breathe out, it threads underneath the left, come on down to right shoulder, right cheek. Left hand walks to the top of your mat, option to stay here. We're going to step that left foot to the back of the mat, push the heel away, use the core to engage. When we're ready, left foot starts to lift. As we breathe out, left knee comes to the back of the right, eagle leg. Breathing in to lift. Breathing out. And in. Last one. And in. Keep that left leg in the air, left hand slides back. We push ourselves up to both hands. Nice deep breath in as we breathe out, just as we did in our side angle, side plank. Left foot comes in line with the left wrist. Breathe in, we kick that leg back. Breathing out. And in. Last one. And in. As we breathe out, just as we did when we were down on the mat, thread the needle, left knee comes to the back of the right. We start to walk the hands to the body, sitting down either onto your block or onto the mat. So cow face legs. Right knee is underneath, on top of the left knee, both feet are to the side. We can hold the feet or hands can come gently behind. We're just taking a moment here. Okay, start to roll back forward. Release that left leg. We come into our tabletop position. Left arm now lifts nice and high. We breathe in. Breathe out, it threads underneath the right. Come on down to left shoulder, left cheek. Right hand walks to the top of your mat. Right leg steps back, push through the heel, engage the core. When we're ready, remember it's an option. We're going to breathe in, right leg lifts. As we breathe out, it comes to the back of the left, eagle legs. Breathing in to lift. And down. Last one. Good, breathe in, we lift that leg. Right hand slides back to the face as we push ourselves up. Nice deep breath in as we breathe out, right leg comes through in line with your wrist. Breathing in, kick back. Breathing out. And last one. Good, as we breathe out, right knee back to the back of the left. As we walk the hands back once more, this time left knee is up in our cow face pose. Either holding the feet or hands come behind, we open through the heart, breathing here. Good, start to bring that heart back to center. Rock the weight back, unravel the legs into your boat. Maybe seeing if we can lift those legs a little bit higher now. Keep breathing. As we breathe out, we slowly lower ourselves down to the mat. So taking mini Shavasana here, checking in, seeing how you are feeling. So really having to listen to the flow, welcome the change in sequence, and just how that has left you feeling. Has it left you feeling open to new ideas? Has it left you feeling a little uncomfortable, irritated? That's normal too. And just putting ourselves in a situation where we just await the unknown. See what comes up for us. So eyes gently blink open. We take a bend to the left knee, sole of the foot comes down to the mat. Breathe in, right leg lifts nice and high. As we breathe out, push into that left foot as we start to lift the hips, right leg reaches towards the top of your mat. Breathing in, hips come down, right leg lifts. As we breathe out, we lift the hips, this time right leg opens to the right. Good, breathe into center, drop the hips down. Last one, breathe out, lift the hips, right ankle onto top of the left knee. Push that right knee away, squeeze the glutes, keep pressing into that left foot. Breathing out to lower. Right ankle stays on top of the knee. Breathe in, left foot lifts. Hands thread underneath back of the left thigh. As we breathe out, rock ourselves up into our figure of four boat. Either keep the hands underneath the thighs, support or arms extend out. Nice deep breath in as we breathe out, slowly we rock back. Bend into that left knee, bring the foot down to earth, release arms. Right leg comes down. Ground through the foot. As we breathe in, left leg lifts. Take a moment here. So when we're ready, squeeze those glutes as we breathe in, press into right foot, lift the hips, left leg comes down to the top of your mat. Breathe in, leg lifts, hips drop down. Breathe out, hips lift, leg comes over to the left. Good, breathe into center, hips come down. As we breathe out, we lift the hips, left ankle on top of right knee. Push that knee away, keep squeezing the glutes, keep lifting the hips high into your bridge variation. Hips gently lower down. As we lift the right foot off the mat, hands thread underneath the thigh. Nice deep breath in, we breathe out, rock ourselves into our figure of four boat. Either holding here or release the hand, use the core, the quads. And nice and slowly we roll down, bend into that right knee and release the feet to the earth. Arms can come into cactus or fully extended out, depending on how much room you have. Breathe in, legs come into the chest, or knees come into the chest. As we breathe out, knees fall over to the right. Breathing in, knees come to center. Breathe out, legs lift nice and high. Breathe in, knees to chest. Breathe out, knees over to the right. Breathe in, see if we can extend those legs, feet tap the right hand. Breathe in, feet come back in. Breathe out, knees to chest. Breathe in, legs extend up. Breathe out, they bend back in. Take a nice deep breath here. Breathe out, knees fall over to the left. Breathe in, knees to center. Breathe out, knees to the legs extend up. Breathe in, knees back down. Breathe out, knees fall back over to the left. Breathe in, see if we can extend those legs, toes tap the left hand. So bring those feet back into center and breathing, knees to chest. Wrap the arms around, give yourself a hug, lift the head, knees come in towards, or nose comes in towards the knees. See if we can keep the head lifted. Either hands can come to backs of knees or the outsides of the feet. See if we can rock ourselves up into a little closed leg tappy baby. Slowly release those hands, cross the ankles, come to an easy seat. So we can either sit on our block, have legs extended, whatever feels comfortable for you. Either having hands on the knees, maybe hands at the belly, hands on heart, whatever feels comfortable for you. We start to close the eyes. Reconnecting with your breath. Using the breath to travel through the body and check in how you're feeling physically. Once we have an idea of how we're now feeling, bring your focus to the mind. Maybe giving yourself just a few words of kindness, pushing yourself outside your comfort zone maybe, exploring different avenues. Slowly relaxing the jaw, the shoulders, feeling the sitting bones connected to the earth. Using these last few moments now to be still. Just observing what's going on in your body and your mind right now. Just slowing everything down. Feeling the connection between you, the sitting bones, the legs, the feet, and the earth. Feeling stable, steady, secure, and still. Knowing that the earth is always there to remind us we're here, remind us to take it slow so that we can connect, and that we can only have limited control. That when things are going on around us that we may not have predicted, that we can always come back into ourselves to find that state of security, of being held, being secure. So if you do want to stay here for a few extra moments, please do. Or if you want to come down into a Shavasana and just take some moments here. Otherwise, we start to bring the hands together at the heart, bowing the head in thanks to ourselves for our practice. And when we're ready to, we can gently blink the eyes open. So thank you so much. Namaste. Please let me know how you felt the flow was for you. If anything came up for you, I'd love to hear it. And I will see you on Thursday for our restorative flow. So thank you.